In today's video, I'm going to talk about the medical exam, which is required for visa and permanent resident applications. Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Marilyn Quintana. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and director of operations at eVisa Immigration. Our mission is to provide valuable tips and information regarding Canadian immigration and to assist you to become a successful immigrant in Canada. So let's begin. The IRCC, the Immigration Department of Canada, maintains a list of countries that are considered designated and countries that are considered non-designated. If you have lived at least 6 months in the past 12 months in a country that's considered designated country, then you must perform an immigration medical exam before applying for a visa or your immigration application. If you have lived in a country that's considered a designated country for at least 6 months in the past 12 months, you may need to undergo a medical exam in order to apply for a visa or immigration application to Canada. Even if you are a citizen or you were born in a country that's in the list of designated countries, however, if you're not living there for the past 12 months, then you don't need to worry. You won't need to do the medical exam. It is important to mention that only if your stay is for over 6 months, meaning if you're applying for study, work, or immigrate to Canada, then you'll be required to do a medical exam. Visitors usually are not required. Only people that are planning to come to Canada for more than 6 months may be required to undergo a medical exam, but there is some exceptions. Even if you are not living in a designated country for the past 12 months, but if you are coming to study, work, or do internship in a field related to health or children, then you are required to do a medical exam, regardless of the country that you are currently living. There are 2 types of medical exams, upfront and upon request. Upfront is when you do the medical exam before submitting your application, and it is usually required for applications in which the processing time is less than 12 months. Applications to study, work, or immigrate to Canada through express entry, we usually recommend having the upfront medical exam if you are coming to study, work, or applying for immigration through the express entry system. If you're applying for an immigration process that may take longer than 12 months, such as spousal sponsorship, PNP outside express entry, or startup visa, it is better to wait for the immigration officer to send you a request to perform a medical exam in order to do so. Who can perform an immigration medical exam? Unfortunately, you cannot go to your family doctor to perform an immigration medical exam. The immigration medical exams required by the government of Canada requires that you go to a physician that is registered with Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada. Therefore, you must pay for that exam. The immigration medical exam usually consists of a regular checkup, including a questionnaire with questions related to your medical history, any medication that you are taking, any surgery that you have already had in your life, among other questions. They will also check your blood pressure and listen to your lungs and heart. You also need to take a chest x-ray and do urine and blood tests. The purpose of the medical exam is not to double check if you are in good health, but to protect the population of Canada and make sure you won't come to Canada with a serious disease or a contagious disease that may represent a danger to Canadians. The government of Canada will also assess your health to see if you require any treatment that will cost too much to the government of Canada once you are here. This is called excessive demand. Every year, the government of Canada stipulates a threshold, a limit of how much is considered acceptable. Then if you pass that threshold, you are considered to have a medical condition that it is an excessive demand to Canada. Currently, this amount is around $26,000 per year, and the medical assessment will consider a 5-year window. Finally, you must pay for medical exams, and the cost varies from $250 Canadian to $400 Canadian, or the equivalent in your local currency. I hope I have clarified all your questions related to medical exams to Canada. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.